Okay, this is the Prussian cards, 6 or 7 cards, whatever it is. So their first one up's a move, which is again is our leadership dice against the dice 6. So I'll just do those. So going with this nearest brigade under the command of Manteuffel. He's a dice 10, so dice 10 against dice 6. Just retrieve some of my dice here while we're waiting. So it's a 10 against a 6 for his moves. He rolls a 2 against a 4, so that'll give him one single move with nothing particularly strenuous. So moving our 3 base woods. These hills are just what they call class 1 hills, so it's just an open hill, so it doesn't have any effect on movement. They come. Just move these all up. Keep them behind as a second line of support. Again, that's not in the actual rules. That's a house rule I have. Brent doesn't actually have anything for support from other lines as such. Although the way the command rules work, you tend to want to keep your units quite well together. Okay, so that's that first brigade done. I'll just go and roll for the next one. Okay, for the brigade that's moving through the light wood, again it's a dice 10 general against the, it's always against the dice 6. And we get 7-6, so win by 1 point gives them 1 segment. Because it was odd, again, nothing particularly fancy that they can do. So it's again simply moving these guys whatever they desire. Now, this be a place to show the interpenetration rules again. I'm not sure I want these front ones to go forward because they're essentially at half strength and be down to any shooting. So what we'll do is we'll move the guys behind right through, and they'll take up position at the foot of the hill. Actually wrong, they have to stop at the edge. So what we'll do is we'll move them out just a part segment to get them out of the wood. But they should still be outside shooting range of the Russians at this stage. And then these guys will come right to the edge, so their next move will be out into the open field as such. And the Grenadiers will move up behind them. And again over here, they move. Dangerous here, they're going to try and get up into the teeth of the guns. However, there is a Russian battery over there, so these guys stop at the edge. Could be dangerous, but they do have their own guns to fire and support if they wish. So what we'll do is the Russians are going to open fire. So they'll fire, and they'll fire at the range that they're at, which is obviously most advantageous, closest. However, again, I have reduced the close range to 1 base width for like a last blast canister. So what we'll do here is we'll fire them. It's obviously more than 1, but up to 3. So that gives them an up 1. Okay, so they're up 1 against them. They're up 1 basically out the 4 base widths anyway, so not an issue. So they're up 1, so that'll be a 10 up to a 12. And these guys are standard Prussian dice 10, dice 6. So nobody's any tactical advantage cards, so it's a dice 10 against a dice 6. And the Prussian, or the Russian advantage here, I'll just use the blue Prussian 10 dice. So there we have the Prussian score the 4 and the other score 2, so nothing. So now the Prussians could, if they wished, shoot, which I think they'll do. Maybe try and give the artillery a hit in case the artillery gets a reload. Okay, again, the Russians on this side could shoot at long range at them, which they might want to do since they've got first fire. That would be preempting this fire. The guys at the back, I wouldn't allow them to fire through their own chaps, but you could give them like down 1 for half, but it's just easier, just we say, if they're in front of you overlapping, you can't shoot. Okay, so I think what we'll do, so here's one of the decisions. Do we wait and hope they get a move card where the Russians maybe come up and obliterate these guys before they get a rally card, or we take a shot, try and do these to save our artillery? I think we'll try and take a shot. We'll try and save our artillery. So I take a smoke. At this point then, I would remove the little curtain ring. That's saying they've used their first fire. So they'd be on a 8, standard Russians. They'd be up 1 for first fire, it'll be a 10. But because the range is long range, so remember you measure from the middle. So it's in the third. They have 1, 2, 3 of a range. They're in the third bracket, so they'd be down 1 for that. So that's back to a dice 8 against the dice 6 for the Russians, or for the Prussians, sorry. So 8 against the 6. If I can just find the dice, and here we go, we'll roll that. Oh, there we have quite a good roll from the Russians, an 8 against the 3. So that's a difference of 5. Let's remember, we'll take 1 amp off our morale point off the Prussians. I'm taking a few now. We'll also put a risk on their commander, because one of their brigades took a hit. And that puts one dice hit on these chaps. Now they can execute their fire, so they will do the same. However, they're now within 1 base width of the guns, so that will give them an up 1 because they're close range. So they're on a basic 10, up 1 for close range is 12. They also have first fire is a 12 plus 1. So that's a good time to explain. The maximum dice you will roll in for the commander checks is a dice 12 and Wheel of Battle. But it can be modified dice 12 plus 1, dice 12 plus 2, dice 12 plus 3 or something like that. But you can never score more than 12. So if you roll 11 you can, and it's plus 3, you still only go to 12. But in this case, they're on 12 plus 1, but they then have a 1 UI hit. So that'll take them back down to a dice 12. So that'll be a dice 12 against the dice 6 of the Russian guns. So there we go. Just to show, had that have been a 12 plus, they would still score their maximum 12. So it's a 12-4. So that's a difference of 8, which is, looking at our firing chart again, you can see, okay, it would be a fallback, but because they've lost 2 in a single volley, okay, and it was an even roll, the Russians will actually rout, so it'll be a good chance to show that. Okay, so first thing is, we took 2 UI hits from the Russians. I think it's actually their first 2, so they lose 2 from their army morale. The guns take 2 hits. Okay, it means they have no UI, so they're essentially silenced. Okay, I'll just use a little black tip to show that they're silenced. So it means they can't fire. If that was an infantry unit or cavalry unit, with that roll they would actually rout, which means they would go back a difference, half a difference in base widths, back with a red marker I put on by convention, and would require to be rallied. But that doesn't happen to guns to go to silenced. But as you can see, they're in quite some danger there. Okay. So back to the next Prussian card. Okay, the next Prussian card is melee, actually. I'll keep that there. What I've done wrong is I forgot to do the movement for the other 2 cavalry brigades over there, so we'll just go over and do that.